Okay, let me log into Trade Tiger. Did all of you manage to go through the notes yesterday? Did you all recap what all we had discussed? We were discussing about the concept of location. I gave you guys a brief overview that if you have a larger time frame zone next to a smaller time frame zone, and I give you an example, if a 15-minute demand zone is close to your daily supply, I had asked you guys on what would you think, where are the orders more powerful, the bigger time frame zone or the smaller time frame zone? Do you all remember or forgotten? Okay, I'm not getting any replies. Guys, can all of you hear me? Okay, I was on the wrong window. Great. So let's look at the rules now on how I can mark my location. Let's open up a new. All of you were able to log into the lab today. Was there any difficulty logging into the lab? Yesterday, the people who are finding it difficult, Anthony, you were finding it difficult yesterday, and I think even Nikhil, you were finding it difficult in the later part. Rectified, fantastic. So let's, before we get into the PowerPoint, let's understand the steps to mark our location. We discussed on what the different types of location are with respect to low of the curve, high of the curve, and equilibrium yesterday. Steps for marking my location. Okay, let's get this to the center. A bold. Step 1. In my location time frame or big picture time frame, I look for the closest fresh, that is in brackets untested, demand and supply zone. I look for the closest fresh, that is untested, demand and supply zone. Step number 2, I segregate the two proximal lines, into 3 equal parts. Yes, step number 2 says that I segregate the two proximal lines into 3 equal parts. The lowermost portion, that is within your zone itself, we call as very low on the curve. Okay, the one next to or right above very low would be your low on the curve. The centermost portion is your equilibrium. Then you have your high, and then you have your very high. Question to all of you all, what we discussed yesterday. At the lower end of the curve, are we looking to buy or are we looking to sell? Sure, I can do that, Hari. In the lower end of the curve, absolutely we are looking to buy. In the higher end of the curve, what are we looking to do? Are we looking to buy or are we looking to short? We are looking to short or short sell at the higher end of the curve. What is the ideal sweet spot on where we should be looking to take the trade? Lower end of the curve or coinciding with your zones at the very low and very high of the curve? What is the ideal scenario on where we should be looking to take a trade? Very low, says Anthony. What about the rest of you? Coinciding very low, says Aarti. Okay. Both is good. Coinciding is best, says Hitesh. Very low to buy. Absolutely perfect. However, in this steps to mark my location, there is an exception. And before we come to the exception, let's do an example to understand understand how we actually go about the process of marking our location. Give me a minute. Let's look for a nice setup. Just a second, I want to find an easy example because this is the first example that we're doing for you. In fee. Okay, this is okay, friends. Let's say I'm planning. Oh no, this is also tested. Unfortunate. Give me a minute, please. Okay, let's say I want to plan a monthly income trade in Axis Bank, friends. Okay, let's say I'm looking to plan a monthly income trade in Axis Bank. If I'm planning a monthly income trade in Axis Bank, what is step number 1 going to be? What is my step number 1? Can anybody tell me? Which time frame do I mark my location in? Which time frame do I mark my location in? I mark my location on the monthly chart. Absolutely. What is step number 1? I start with my current market price and I look to mark my closest fresh untested demand zone and the closest fresh untested supply zone. Where can you see a closest fresh untested supply zone? $500 $253. We're talking about supply zone, my friend Hitesh. 540 and 581. All of you would agree that this would be my closest untested supply zone. Now, would all of you agree this would be my closest untested demand? Or can I mark this as my closest untested demand? Which would be correct? Which would be my closest untested demand? The upper one or the lower one? The lower one, because the upper level is tested. What is step number 2? Step number 2 says that I segregate the two proximal lines of the zones into 3 equal parts. Let's go back to my retracement tool. Can you see there is a retracement tool over here, friends? I use this retracement tool and segregate these two levels into 3 equal parts. I repeat, I use this blue color tool that you're seeing over here and segregate these two levels into 3 equal parts. We are going to call the lowermost part as very low. We are going to call this part over here as low. We are going to call this part here as equilibrium. Equilibrium. We're going to call this part over here as high. This is going to be called as very high. Okay. Now, where is my current market price, friends? My current market price is which portion of my location? We are at the higher end of the curve. Would all of you agree with me? My current market price is on the higher end of the curve. If my current market price is at the higher end of the curve, then what is going to be my decision? Should I ideally be looking to sell or should I ideally be looking to buy? What is the ideal scenario? Ideal scenario, we are looking to short. Which time frame am I looking to short, friends? Which time frame am I looking to short? On the daily you will see I have one supply over here and I have one supply zone over here. I have two supply zones over here. Now you might ask me, Rahul, which is that good supply zone where we can take an entry? Where am I going to short, Rahul? This one or the above level? Well, starting tomorrow, I am going to give you a set of rules using the concept of odd enhancer. We are going to be discussing 4 different types of odd enhancers, which will give you a score on which is the best zone where you can take a trade. I repeat, it will give you a score, and based on the highest score, we will decide on which is the best zone for you guys to take a trade. Clear? All of you clear with this? Yes? Let's look at another example, friends. Let us try and mark a monthly income trade in, okay, this is fairly easy. Let's go to a better looking zone. Give me a minute. Okay. I want to mark a weekly income trade in Shriram Transport Finance, friends. Okay. I'm on the stock of Shriram Transport Finance. I want to mark a weekly income trade. Where can you see my closest demand zone over here? Where can you see the closest demand zone over here? 929. What is the name of this pattern? Can anybody tell me? What is the name of this pattern? This is a drop base rally. Perfect, friends. Where can you see my closest supply? Where can you see my closest supply? One 1032, 1180, 111067. Don't miss this out, friends. This would be your closest supply. This level over here, drop base drop, is your closest supply. I know there is an explosive move over here and that is why your eyes went to this. But the closest one is located over here. I select this blue retracement tool on the top of the screen and segregate this into 3 equal parts. Let me make this into 3 equal parts. Now, which part of the curve am I on? Which part of the curve am I on? Make one point very clear, friends. If you're on high or very high, you're looking to short. If you're on low or very low, you're looking to buy. If you're in equilibrium, you're looking to trade in the direction of the trend. I repeat, if you're in equilibrium, you're looking to trade in the direction of the trend. Quick question. What is my zoning time frame in if I'm a weekly income trader? What is my zoning time frame if I'm a weekly income trader? 60, 75, 125 and 240. Aarti and Monica, absolutely right. Let's try with the 75-minute time frame. Okay, let's start with the 75-minute time frame. Let's go back. Let's try 90 days graph. 90 days, 75 minutes. This is the 75-minute graph. Let's see, are we seeing anything nice? No, not anything great. Let's see the 125 minute. 125 minute, okay, not all that great. Let's check 240. Srinivasan, no, you missed 2 time frames, my friend. On the 240-minute chart, friends, I have one demand zone over here. Rally, base, rally. I have one supply zone over here. Drop, base, drop. Would all of you in this room agree with me that this level of demand that I have marked over here is at the lower end of the curve? Yes or no? If this is at the lower end of the curve, is it a qualified zone where we can take a buy? If we are looking to buy at the lower end of the curve, is it a qualified zone to take a buy? Yes, no? We are looking to short over here at the very high of the curve. Is that a qualified level to sell? Absolutely, it is indeed a qualified level to sell. Okay, we are going to give a set of score to each one of these 2 levels to find out which is a better level to take a trade in. I repeat, to find out which is a better level to take a trade in. Clear, everybody? Balaji, you have a question? You're typing something, so I'll wait for your question before moving forward. We have marked on weekly. What have we marked on weekly, Balaji? So that was not correct. Balaji, location is a different time frame. Where we look for trend is a different time frame. Where we look for zoning is a different time frame. In the location time frame, you're just trying to establish where the big picture zones are so that you know you're not buying against the bigger order on the other side. The retracement line is placed only on the location time frame, Balaji, but it is shown on the smaller time frame as well so that you're able to understand better. It is replicated in this time frame just so that you're able to understand better. Clear, my friend? Okay, great. Let's look at another example. Let's go to a smaller time frame in this case. Let me see where I can find a good level for you guys. No. Adani Ports has actually moved quite well from the level we had marked. Just a second, guys. Okay, lovely. Let's, all these are, I have to get into the more advanced concepts to explain some of the levels over here. I'm trying to find just basic vanilla levels where I can show you guys where we can take an entry. But since all the levels are close to all-time high or near all-time high, I think I'll have to go ahead and teach you the other concept, friends. So let's go ahead and let me teach you the other concept. The other concept says that if there is no opposing demand zone or no supply zone on the location time frame, if there is no opposing demand zone or no opposing supply zone on the location time frame, that means, would you all agree with me that you will not be able to mark your curve? Would you all agree with me that in this scenario you will not be able to mark your curve? Yes. So by default we take our location in this case to be as equilibrium. By default we take our location in this case to be equilibrium. And when we are in equilibrium, what do we do, friends? We trade in the direction of the trend. Yes, by default we trade in the direction of the trend. For example, if I was to show you on what I mean by this. Okay, now let's say I'm planning to mark a monthly income trade in Biocon. Okay, let's say I'm planning a monthly income trade in Biocon. No prizes for guessing. You would agree that this is your closest demand zone. Yes, give me a yes if you agree with me. Now the question to all of y'all is, can I mark this as my supply zone? Can I mark this as my supply zone? No, you cannot mark this as your supply zone, because would you all agree this last monthly candle over here is a live candle? Would you all agree that this last candle over here is a live candle? Yes. Is it possible that since this is a live candle, this candle closes as a boring candle, or maybe even closes as a green candle? Is that possibility also there? Absolutely. Therefore, we cannot mark this as our fresh supply zone because this candle has not closed. We can't mark this as your fresh supply zone because this candle has not closed. Is there any other supply zone over here? Absolutely not. There is no other supply zone over here, which means by default we are in equilibrium, which means that we are by default in equilibrium and we are looking to trade in the direction of the trend. Now, even though I haven't taught you guys trend, by looking at this, what does your trend look like? By looking at this, what does your trend look like? Up, actually, down. All of you are wrong in this room, friends. The trend is neither up nor is the trend down. In this case, the trend is actually sideways. And I will teach you how. But my question to all of you all in this case is that if I'm in equilibrium and if my trend is sideways am I allowed to take a trade? Because as we discussed, if you are in the lower end of the curve, you are looking to buy. If you are at the higher end of the curve, you are looking to sell. If we are in equilibrium, we are looking to trade in the direction of the trend. When I mean trade in the direction of the trend, when my trend is up, I will be looking to buy. When my trend is down, I will be looking to sell. And if my trend is sideways, I do not take a trade unless I have a coinciding zone. Note this caveat, guys. I do not take a trade unless I have a coinciding zone. Let me change this. Coinciding zone. Yes. Now I am sideways, which means that, first of all, which is my zoning time frame going to be? Which is my zoning time frame going to be? My zoning time frame is going to be the daily chart. Would you all agree? Yes, no, I don't know, Rahul. In my zoning time frame, would you all agree that I have a drop base rally over here? Would you all agree I have a drop base and a rally over here? This drop base rally is coinciding with my higher time frame, yes or no? Where entry I can plan over here and stop loss I can plan over here. Clear, everybody? This is on Biocon. Did you understand the rationale when we are in equilibrium? Did you understand when we are in equilibrium what we need to do? Yeah? One question, says Bikash. Go ahead, my friend. I'm waiting for your question, Bikash. Should be coinciding zone be with the higher time frame, that is high? Absolutely. Lower time frame inside higher time frame, Bikash. Not vice versa. Lower time frame inside higher time frame. Nikhil, when we are in equilibrium, okay, let's look at this example, Nikhil. Okay, I want to mark, let's say, a monthly income trade in IGL. I want to mark a monthly income trade in IGL. If I want to mark a monthly income trade in IGL, where is my closest demand zone? That is a coinciding zone, because don't get confused on that. That is a coinciding zone. Yes, Srinivasan, the next example we will look for is a daily income trade. Let's say I'm looking in IGL. Where is my closest demand zone? $957. What is the name of this pattern called? This is called as a rally base rally. Fantastic. Do I have any overhead supply zone in this case? Do I have any overhead supply zone in this case? Absolutely not. which means by default we are in equilibrium, and when we are in equilibrium location, by default we need to check the trend. If I go to my weekly chart, what is my trend saying in IGL? What is my trend saying in IGL on the weekly chart? My intermediate time frame is where I look for my trend. My trend in this case is, look at my screen. Look at the screen. My trend is very evidently up, Anthony and Vikas. My trend is very evidently up, which means that should we be looking to buy on the daily or should we be looking to sell on the daily? No, Hitesh, it was up. Nikhil, we are going to be discussing that tomorrow. Buy, where can you see a good looking demand zone on IGL on the daily chart or in our zoning time frame? Look carefully. $963. I have a drop, base and a rally over here. Drop, base and a rally, which is going to be my zone in IGL to enter. Did you follow me, Nikhil? Did you follow on how I marked my location, how we were in equilibrium and how we went about the entire process? Yes? Okay, fantastic. Let's look at one more example, friends, and let's look at a daily income trade example. Okay, we're going to look for a daily income trade. Give me a minute. That is the most preferable outcome, Nikhil. Coinciding zones is the most preferable outcome. Now I want to mark a daily income trade in VEDL. Do you guys want to do this example? Will you all do this example or do you want me to do it? I'll help you guys out. Let's plan a weekly, daily income trade in VEDL. And I'll do it after you guys finish on the screen over here so that everybody is clear. Plan a daily income trade in the stock of VEDL. Yeah, go ahead guys. I'm going to give you 5 minutes. Please have a look and tell me how are you going to do it and where your zones are. Daily income trade in VEDL. Let me know if somebody is done. And if you're finding it difficult, please call me, please stop me and I'll help you out guys. Anthony, no, you tell me if you're ready with the entire thing and I'll have a look at your screen, my friend. Anybody need any help, guys? Let me know. Press DTJ Bhuvaneshwari if candlestick doesn't appear. D, T and J. Done, Vikas. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Vikas. Monitor. Show me your location time frame first, Vikas. Show me the daily chart location time frame. Okay. Now go to the smaller time frame. Anthony, if you tell me, I'll have a look. Just a second. I think there is an error over here because just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. Let me take control of your system. Just a second, guys. That is not the correct zone, if I'm correct, because just can you zoom out your screen little bit? Because there is more, that there are a lot more zones, Bikash. Have a look if there are more zones or not, because there are some coinciding good zones. Srinivas, let's have a look at yours. Let's go to level 1. Srinivas. Srinivas, can you go to the location time frame first? Okay. Just a second. Is that the best zone you could find, Srinivas? Check if there is anything on the supply side as well. Anthony, let's have a look at yours. Anthony. Monitor. Yeah, give me a minute, Nikhil and Monica. There is a better zone, Anthony. Look a little higher, look a little lower, and you will find there is a coinciding zone with a nice explosive move. Don't miss that one out, my friend. Amitabh. Amitabh, absolutely perfect, Amitabh. You've marked your location perfectly. Now let's go to the zoning time frame. Okay, okay. Good job, Amitabh. But see if there is something on the supply side. Okay, Balaji, have you done? Okay, let's look at Gokul, Balaji, Monica. Let's look at all yours. Let's check Gokul first. Gokul monitor. Yes, that is correct in terms of a location, my friend. What about your zoning, Gokul? Hitesh, I'll come to it. Not to worry. On the 15th, 234. Okay, good going there, Gokul. Balaji, let's have a look at yours. Balaji, monitor. Arti, that doesn't matter. Then you can look for a coinciding zone. Which is your zone to enter, Balaji? Show me your location first, please. Show me your location, but because in this case you're in the 60-minute time frame. Which is your zone, Balaji? Because why is your zone starting from there on the left hand side of the screen? See, why is it extended all the way to the left? Just delete that and mark your zone again, Balaji. I'll wait. Delete that and mark your zone again, please. By the way, markets have touched 9,500, ladies and gentlemen. 9,500. No, you're not marking it correctly, or is it going like that? Let me just take control and check, Balaji. Give me a minute. Where is your demand zone tool, Balaji? Your demand zone tool. Balaji, okay, let me know once you're done, Balaji. Let's look at Aarti, yours. Aarti. Aarti, you need to make zoom in a little bit. But yes, Aarti, yours is correct. Yours is correct. Perfectly correct. Whose have I missed? Monica, let's have a look at yours. Nikhil, I'm coming. Whoever name comes in the lab, I'm going in that way. Monica, there is can you go to the location time frame, please? Okay. You've not marked your retracement tool correctly. Can you see it's not between the two proximal lines, it's going above. Just get in touch with IT and they will reconfigure the retracement tool so it comes into 3 equal parts. But anyway, can you go to the zoning time frame?
We have multiple roles in the organization.
No, Monica, there is a one before that. Have a look. You're missing one. Look carefully. Let's have a look at Nikhil, yours. Monitor. Yes, that is correct, Nikhil. Even your retracement tool is not correct, Nikhil. Get in touch with IT and get that sorted out. Anyway, go to the zoning time frame, please. Okay, if you're aware, then go ahead. All you have to do is right click, go to settings and change the settings. That's it. Where is your zone? Uh, okay. Okay. There is one above that, my friend Nikhil. Perfect. Perfect. That is correct, Nikhil. The one that you've marked at 257 is indeed correct. Balaji, what about you? Uh, is your chart, you're on the 30-minute time frame, my friend. Your zoning time frame, Balaji, is the 15-minute. No, Balaji, we are doing it on the 15-minute only if there is no good zone, but you find a good zone on the 30, you can look at the 30. But 15 is your primary zoning time frame. Yeah, Nikhil. Yeah, now you should mark it, Balaji. Is that one fresh, my friend? The one at 236? Yes, that is indeed correct. Look if there is a supply one, Balaji. Yes, Balaji, it is correct. But look if there is a supply side one as well. Monica, I'm going to do it on the board. No, no, Balaji. So friends, turn your attention to my screen. Turn your attention to my screen. Now, I'm looking to mark a daily income trade in VDL, requesting everybody to turn your attention to my screen. I'm looking to mark a daily income trade in VDL. Now, this is my current market price, 241.80. My closest supply is going to be this rally based drop. Would you all agree with me? Give me a yes or a no. And my closest demand would be this drop base and a rally. Yes? I use the retracement. Screen frozen, my apologies. Okay, now you should be able to see it. This is your closest supply and closest demand. I segregate this into 3 equal parts. And this is my retracement tool location done. Where is my current market price over here, friends? Which location is my current market price? Absolutely, which means that we need to be looking at the trend. What is my trend telling you guys? Even before I finish any concept, what is my trend telling you? Hitesh, my apologies, I couldn't have a look at yours. Meenu, I haven't seen any of your graphs, Meenu. Is your lab working properly, Meenu? Hitesh, I'll look at the next example, your one first, Bhuvaneshwari. All those who have missed out, I'll look at their ones first. Now, what is my trend? Absolutely, my trend is up, which means that we are looking for a buy opportunity. Now, pay attention to my screen over here, friends. I use the demand zone tool. Can you see there is a big rally in price over here? Can I mark this as one demand zone? Yes, no, I don't know, Rahul. Yes, perfect. Can I mark this level as my second level? And can I mark this level as my level number 3? Would you all agree with me on the 3 demand zones that I have marked? Yes? What we are going to do is, when we learn the concept of odds enhancers tomorrow, we are going to apply a set of rules and a scoring system to each and every one of these levels. We haven't learned gaps till Vikas, so that is why there is no gaps. Have we covered the concept of gaps, Vikas? Vikas? No, absolutely. That is why we haven't come to that. We will give a set of rules to identify which is the best zone to take. Now, our work is not done over here, friends. Our work is not done. Let's assume we were looking to mark a good looking supply zone. Okay. Let's assume we were looking to mark a good looking supply zone. Can I mark this? Will this be a valid trade? Let me go to daily. Let me segregate this into 3 equal parts. Let me write the respective locations. Let me write the respective locations and then you're going to tell me. I'm going to write it in short. Now let me go back to the 15-minute. Now this supply zone, can I look to short over here? Yes or no? And take a moment to think about it before giving me a yes or a no, friends. No, absolutely. because we are only allowed to short in the high or the very high of the curve. We are only looking to buy at the low or the very lower end of the curve. Yes, so we cannot go ahead and short over here. But if I zoom into this portion, you will see that I have a drop base drop over here, which incidentally coincides with my higher time frame. Also, is it a good level to short? Am I in the right location to short if I mark this zone? I am looking to short at the very high end of the curve, coinciding with my higher time frame. Absolutely phenomenal way to go. No, Anthony. In equilibrium, you're only looking to trade in the direction of the trend. Buying and selling happens in the respective curve locations only. And the highest probability is when you have it coinciding with your higher time frame. Clear, my friend Anthony? Fantastic. Balaji, Gokul, Vikas, Bhuvaneshwari, Monica, Nikhil, Srinivas, are you all following me? Aarti, Arihant, Amitabh. Fantastic. So let's take our scheduled break. It's 2:15, friends. Meenu, I didn't get a reply. I don't know if you're in the room or not because I didn't get any participation from you. I'm assuming you're not in the room. If you are, please give me a shout out. Okay, I can see you typing. Oh, okay, Meenu. But if your lab, has it opened up, Meenu, right now, the lab? Okay, what I want you to do, Meenu, is mark your demand zone and mark a daily income trade in VDL. Meenu, I want you to do this exercise during the break so that we can, I can have a check once the break is over. Let's take a 10-minute break, guys, and let's be back to do one more example. See you in 10. I hope all of you are back from the break, friends. We're going to do one more example to go, and we are going to do weekly income trade in Tata Steel as well as a monthly income trade in Tata Steel. I repeat, friends, we are looking for a weekly income trade as well as marking a monthly income trade in Tata Steel. We are going to start with the weekly income. And Meenu, have you finished the VEDL example? Fantastic, Meenu. So the rest of you, we'll start with a weekly income in Tata Steel. And it shouldn't take a lot of time, guys. Quickly, let's finish it. Let's have a look at Meenu, your lab. Meenu, I don't see your lab. Okay, here it is. Meenu, let's put it on the screen so that you can also have a look on what I'm talking about. Can you show me the level, please, Meenu? I think your Trade Tiger just got disconnected, so quickly just show it to me. Meenu, I'm not able to see. Aarti, it is a weekly income trade in Tata Steel. That's correct. I think somebody else is using your ID, Meenu. That is why you're facing this multiple times. Yours is also popping up. So Nikhil, just get in touch with IT now, please. Can you please repeat the chart name? It's a weekly income trade in Tata Steel, Bhuvaneshwari. Tata Steel weekly income trade. Yeah, okay. VDL, yes, your Meenu. Now just mark the location first. So something wrong in my login. Okay, now it's logged in, no? We are having a look. Mark it now, Minu. Aryant, wherever you find a good looking zone with a good level structure, you can use the 75-minute and the 125-minute as well, as I discussed yesterday. There is any problem marking zones? I'm not able to see your zones, no, Minu. I'm in your lab only. Your lab is what is on the screen. Hitesh says done. Fantastic, Hitesh. Let me look at yours then. Let's remove the lab. Hitesh, monitor. You've marked the weekly income first. Coming, Srinivasan. The first one that first show me the weekly trade, please. Show me the weekly trade. Yeah. Absolutely perfect. It is, Hitesh. Now go back to the smaller time frame. Okay, Minu, just get in touch with them. But Minu, I haven't looked at any of your charts, so I want to give some time to how you mark your zones. The first level at 474, Hitesh, is tested, my friend. You've missed out the lowest base of the lowest candle if you look at while marking the zone, and it's already tested. Prices are already turning from it. So that's already a tested zone, my friend. You see, even before that it is tested. The one on top is, yes, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Good going, Hitesh. But this one, do you understand why it is tested? The first 240-minute zone from 462 to 474. Hitesh. Lovely, Minu. I would really appreciate that, so I know you're on par. With respect to VEDL, Minu, and as well as Tata Steel, both, if you could mail it across to me. And once this session is over, just get in touch with IT, Minu, because from tomorrow, I look to start a little bit of trading from tomorrow. And we definitely need lab when we get into some trading. Fantastic, Minu. Did you understand the logic, Hitesh? Fantastic. Okay, let's move on to Anthony's then. Nikhil and Anthony, both we need to check. Okay, Nikhil's name comes up first. Let's look at Nikhil's. Which is your zone, Nikhil? Because the weekly zone that you have marked is tested, my friend. This one from 449 to 474 is tested. So we are looking only for fresh zones, that is untested. So we don't take it if there is a good coinciding level. Nikhil, the steps to mark my location is I mark the closest fresh untested supply and my closest fresh untested demand. That's how we do it, correct? So this level was tested, hence we can't take it. Meanwhile, let's look at Antony's. Perfect, Nikhil. Could you show me the weekly chart first, Anthony, and remove the volume bar, please? Okay. Tata Steel weekly, yes, it is correct. Can you go to the smaller time frame, Anthony? Retracement, Anthony, is the blue color level. This is, let me check. See under tools, Anthony. You see the tools bar? See under tools. I think it should be there. Yeah. There you go. Now go ahead and do it. Nikhil, you said you are doing. Okay, Balaji, your name comes up next. Let's have a look at yours. Hitesh, I'll look at yours and let me see which one you're talking about. You're looking to enter over here. Balaji, can you show me the weekly chart, please, first? Yes, that is correct. Now, your equilibrium is from 427 to 449. Now, can you go back, please? Can you go back, please? Which location does this zone of yours come in, Balaji, is my question. Which location does this come in, this zone that you have marked? So use the retracement. Let me take control. Give me a minute. I'm taking control of your system, Balaji. One sec. Let me go to tools. Just leave your system for a second, Balaji. I'll just... Balaji, you need to leave your system, my friend. Yeah, thank you. Why is this moving? Can you zoom out, Balaji? I'm not able to zoom out. Just little bit zoom out, please. Where is the bigger time frame demand zone? Because I'm not able to see that as well. Wait, let me go to the weekly. Go to the weekly, and when you segregated it, no, Balaji, just write down the different zones. Just write very low, low, equilibrium, high. Just write it down. So you're saying high end of the curve, Balaji. So are you looking to buy at the higher end of the curve, if I'm correct? Are you looking to buy at the higher end of the curve? Am I getting that correct? You're looking to buy at the higher end of the curve, short, but you've marked a demand zone in your lower time frame is what I saw. Now you got it. So that's your mistake. Can you change it, please? Monica, let's have a look at yours. Hari, what about you? I didn't see your VEDL one also, Hari. Are you able to do it? Bhuvaneshwari, have you completed it? Yes, that is correct, Monica. Now can you go to the smaller time frame? Yeah, coming, Bhuvaneshwari. Coming to check. Srinivasan coming. Okay. That is correct. I'm not able to see your zone because of the black background, Monica, but assuming that the zone is there, that is indeed correct. Let's have a look at Bhuvaneshwari's. Hari, are you in the room, my friend? Hari? On the weekly, yes, that is correct. Now can you go to the smaller time frame, Bhuvaneshwari? Please do go to the smaller time frame. Ashley, okay, I'll have a look at your done as well. Where is it slow, Hari? Slow in your Trade Tiger or your internet connection? Where is it slow? So I would recommend, Hari, then can you just mail across the VEDL and the Tata Steel screens to me? Okay, fantastic, Hari. So I can review it and know if you're on par or not. Tata Steel, Is that the only zone, Bhuvaneshwari? Look carefully. Yes, Balaji, now I think you're on the right track. Nikhil, let's check. Absolutely correct, Hari. That's what we're looking for. Yes, Nikhil, now the smaller time frame, please. So I'll be expecting Minu's mail and Hari's mail with respect to these two. Which is a more preferable level to take a trade, Nikhil? Lower one, upper one? The lower zone you have marked incorrectly, Nikhil. Absolutely, you're right, Nikhil, but the lower zone, a supply zone is marked from the lowest body of the lowest base to the highest wick of the highest base. Can you see you've left out two base? Exactly. Now is it fresh or tested? There you go, Nikhil. But yes, your upper zone is perfect. Amitabh, are you done? Aarti, let's have a look at yours. Aarti, can you go back to your chart, please? Yes, absolutely perfect, Aarti. Absolutely perfect. Srinivasan. Srinivasan, let's go to your one. Just a second, Srinivasan. I'm just trying to open your lab. There you go, Srinivasan. Amitabh, have you finished yours? Yes, it seems, yes, that is correct. That is correct, my friend. You've marked it on the 60-minute, is it? Okay, okay, fair enough. Amitabh, let's have a look at yours as well. Who have we missed? Aryant. Aryant, did I have a look at yours? Balaji, I had a look at yours. Nope. Okay, Aryant. So after this one. Nikhil, I saw. Monica's, I saw. Hitesh's, I saw. Hitesh, you had a query. Let me come to that. Yes, this is correct. Amitabh, can you go to the lower time frame, please? We'll open it up here so that for the benefit of everybody. Now, the 60-minute level that you have marked, Amitabh, is that a fresh level, my friend? Yes, Srinivasan, I've seen yours. Yes, that is, why did you mark the earlier level, my friend? Any other level over there in Amitabh in Tata Steel? Have a look, please. Perfect. Good going, Amitabh. Arihant, let's have a look at yours. Arihant. Yes, that is correct. Can you go to the smaller time frame, please? Okay. You've missed out one, but Arihant, can you see there is one in the center between the two levels that you've marked? Absolutely. Great. Let me do it in front of all of y'all. Okay, Hitesh, you had a doubt. Let's clear that one first. Gokul, did I have a look at yours? So Gokul, let's check yours before we go to Hitesh's question. Gokul, yes, indeed, it is correct. Gokul, can you go to the smaller time frame, please? Mm, 435. Can you zoom out, Gokul? Zoom out, please. The two bottom levels on the lower is the 437. Just go to the weekly, please. Just go to the weekly. The 437 level that you marked, Gokul, is that in the lower end of the curve or is that in equilibrium? Where is that? Where is that? Is that the 437 bottom? Okay, if you are confident, I'll take your word for it. We'll just cross-check once when I'm doing the example. But yes, more, you're right, Gokul. If that is in the lower end, you're right. Hitesh, what was your question? Just go ahead and repeat it once again. I have a quick question. If I found a zone which is tested prior to it, which zone are you talking about, Hitesh? Yeah, okay. And tested prior to it meaning? What do you mean tested prior to it? I had one more zone. Can you tell me the values of the zone, Hitesh, so that I'm able to understand clearly? You've marked three demand zones, 393, 407 and 423. I hope everybody is able to see three Hitesh demand zones on the screen. No. Why is that? Okay, now you should be able to see it. Okay, now the supply zone that you have marked at 506 to 480 Hitesh is tested. Because can you see, one, that your leg out candle is completely submerged inside your zone, which is anyway not a good sign. Second, the second leg out has come and touched your zone and then moved out. Did you get my point, Hitesh? Was that your question? Because that supply that you have marked at 480 is completely tested. This one. Yeah. Let's mark Tata Steel weekly income for the benefit of everybody, guys, and the people watching recordings. Weekly chart, I'm looking to mark a supply zone in Tata Steel. My closest demand zone would be this drop base rally over here. Okay, let me mark it body to wick. This is called as body to wick. This way. Just a second. Body to wick is this way. And the reason I could not mark this as my closest demand zone is because this weekly candle is still live and can close in a red candle, can close as a base candle, and that's perfect, Aryan. See you tomorrow. That is why I cannot mark this as my closest demand zone. This, on the other hand, would become my closest supply zone. I select the retracement tool, drag and drop this way. You will see that my current market price is on the higher end of the curve. Would all of you agree with this? This will be very low. Yeah, this would be low. This would be my equilibrium. This would be high. And this would be your very high. There you go. I am at the higher end of the curve, as you can see, which means that I am looking to short. I have the 60, 75, 125 and the 240 minute. Okay, let's say I start with the 75, or let's start with the 240. Let's start with the higher time frame. On the 240, you will notice that there is a beautiful base drop over here. Now this base drop coincides with my very high of the curve, which means that it is coinciding with my higher time frame as well. Lovely looking zone to take a trade. I cannot mark this as my supply zone because look at this portion over here. This blue candle has come and tested it. That is why I cannot mark this. On the demand side, let's see if I can mark something on the demand side, 125 minute, or let's say the 60 minute, or even the 75 minute. Where do I have a good zone? I have a zone on the 75 minute. Now, question for all of you over here. Can I mark this zone and take a trade over here? Can I mark this zone and take a trade over here? Give me a yes or give me a no. No, because this level from 434 to 438. Where is 434 to 438? See where this zone is coming. This zone is coming in equilibrium. If I'm looking for a buy opportunity, am I supposed to look at the lower end and the very lower end of the curve? Am I right or wrong, friends? But if you notice, this zone is in equilibrium and hence I cannot plan along over here. But if this daily candle closes this way and I have a drop base rally here, maybe I could look to plan a daily income trade somewhere over there. But as of now, we cannot, because this demand zone would be in equilibrium. Is everybody clear with this concept, guys? Yes, no, I don't know. Repeat, sure. This demand zone that I marked on the 75-minute chart, friends, it was a good looking demand zone. See over here. This demand zone over here was a good looking demand zone. But if I go back to the weekly chart, you will see that that small little zone comes over here. That zone that I marked between 434 and 438, it comes over here. Where am I? Am I in the lower end or higher end or in equilibrium? I am in equilibrium. Equilibrium we are generally don't use for buying. Buying is generally done where? Buying is generally done at the lower end or at the very lower end. That is why that is not a good level to go ahead and take a trade. Does everybody follow me now? Yes, absolutely, Bhuvaneshwari, Bikash. Everybody, especially my new friends. Now I'm going to give you all a simple homework, and the simple homework being, I want you to have a monthly income trade in Tata Steel. I want you guys to plan a monthly income trade in Tata Steel. Very simple homework, friends. But a monthly income trade in Tata Steel is what I want from you guys. Yes, tomorrow when we come to class, we'll discuss it. Nikhil, we'll do it tomorrow. We are completely out of time. Srinivasan, yes, we can plan a daily income assuming this weekly candle closes the way it closes. We will know if it closes this way or not only at the end of the week, my friend. Yeah. Okay, guys, with that, I'll take your leave over here, and let's meet each other tomorrow. But I hope all the concepts from the foundation level are getting clear for all of you all, friends. If your foundation is not clear, once you get into options or once you get into XLT, only then is it going to be fruitful, friends. The concept has to be very, very clear. I'm hoping that it is. Although we are only in session number 4, we have a long way to go, but I want all of you to be crystal clear. Everybody watching recordings, friends, please get in touch with me if you're not able to follow anything. Very, very critical. And both Meenu and Hari, I'll be expecting your charts this evening or tomorrow morning latest. This evening being a little more appreciated. Thank you so much for the lovely session, guys. I'll see you all tomorrow at 1 a.m. Kanha, Monica, very sweet of you to say that. Thank you for your wishes. Pleasure being here with all of you. This is something that I like about a small class. Just 12-15 people, everybody knows everybody. There's a lot more room for learning. Thanks so much, guys, and see you tomorrow at 1 p.m. Take care. Have a good evening.